My husband twisted my wrist in anger and said, "You destroyed my life." I didn't respond. I just saved the audio recording. The next day, when his parents heard that same recording, the whole house fell silent. I swear, I'm still shaking, Jenna. I'm sitting on the edge of my bed with the hallway light spilling through the door, and my kids finally asleep, and it feels like my whole body is buzzing. I can't believe tonight actually happened. You know how people say they hit a breaking point? I think I found mine, but not the way you'd imagine. It started in the kitchen. That stupid little kitchen with the peeling paint we keep saying we'll fix when we have the money, even though the money never shows up. I was putting chicken leftovers in a container when he walked in already angry, like the anger was waiting in his bones all day. He slammed the fridge shut so hard the magnets fell off. And then he said it, that line that's still echoing in my ears, "You ruined my life." I didn't even react. I just froze with that Tupperware lid in my hand. And before I could step back, he grabbed my wrist, hard. Hard enough that my nails dug into my own palm. He twisted it like he was unscrewing something old and rusty. I didn't scream. You know me. I never scream. I just looked at him like I was looking at a stranger who knew too much about me. He let go and stormed off like he wanted me to cry, wanted me to chase him, wanted me to defend myself or beg or whatever version of me he's built up in his head. But I didn't say a word. I just sat down at the table, stared at my hand throbbing in slow pulses, and pressed that little voice memo button on my phone. I swear to God, Jenna, it wasn't even planned. It was just survival. Instinct. Like my body was finally doing something my heart should have done years ago. He came back 15 minutes later, still yelling, still pacing, still blaming me for everything. His job, his debt, the mortgage, the stress, the fact that life didn't turn out the way he imagined when he was 22 and stupid. And the whole time I just sat there, recording. Not my tears. Not my breathing. His words. The truth he forgets as soon as the sun comes up. That night, after he left to clear his head, which means driving around listening to angry country songs pretending he's the victim, I just sat there alone in that house I pay the bills for. The same house where I juggle work emails, lunchboxes, grocery runs, school reminders, leaky faucets, late fees, and the weight of a marriage that's been dying like a plant nobody waters. I didn't cry. Isn't that strange? It's like my body knew crying would waste time. Instead, I saved the recording, labeled it with the date, like it was some office file. Then I made myself tea even though my hand hurt like hell when I lifted the kettle. And then, God help me, I slept. Really slept. The kind of sleep you get when something inside you finally aligns. This morning, everything unfolded like a scene I didn't write but somehow predicted. His parents showed up around 10. You know how they are. Perfect church people, the kind who bring pies to neighbors but treat their daughter-in-law like she's never done a damn thing right. His mom walked into my living room with that tight smile she uses when she wants to remind me she raised a good man. His dad stood like a judge, arms crossed, waiting for me to confess to something I didn't do. He must have told them I overreacted. He loves that word. Anytime he screws up, I'm emotional, dramatic, making a big deal. His mom even said, "Honey, you know men get stressed. You shouldn't push him when he's upset." I swear, Jenna, my soul almost left my body. But I didn't argue. Not even a little. I just connected my phone to the Bluetooth speaker like I was about to play some soft Sunday morning playlist. And then I pressed play. His voice filled the room. Not a snippet. Not a highlight. The whole thing. Every cruel sentence. Every accusation. Every broken piece of him he's tried gluing to me for years. And then, the part where he twisted my wrist and said, "You ruined my life." There was this moment, so quiet you could hear the clock ticking behind the couch. His dad's face went pale. His mom covered her mouth like she'd just seen something on the news, not in her own family. And him. God, Jenna, he looked like a man watching his own house burn down. He started saying my name. Soft. Almost whispering. "Turn it off, okay? Please. Just turn it off." But why would I? This was the truth. Raw. Unedited. His truth, not mine. When the recording ended, nobody spoke. His parents didn't look at him. They didn't look at me either. They stared at the floor like the floor held answers. And for a second, I felt bad for him. Isn't that insane? Even after everything, Some stupid part of me felt pity. But then my wrist throbbed again, reminding me exactly who he was. His mom tried to say something, some apology wrapped in excuses, but the words got stuck. His dad put his hand on her shoulder and shook his head. They left without touching their son. Without telling me to calm down. Without defending him. He followed me into the kitchen afterward, talking softly now, like a man trying to patch a sinking boat with his hands. "We can fix this," he said. "Don't involve anyone else. Don't ruin the family." Ruin the family. As if recording his violence was the problem, not the violence itself. I told him I needed space. Real space. And he nodded like he understood, but you can always tell when a man is nodding because he knows he's cornered, not because he's sorry. He's staying at his brother's place tonight. The house is quiet. Almost peaceful. The kids are asleep. I'm here, on this call with you, feeling like someone peeled off a layer of skin I didn't know I'd outgrown. And here's the thing, Jenna. I don't feel triumphant. Not really. I don't feel like I won. I feel awake. Like someone opened the blinds and I'm seeing dust floating in the sunlight that was always there but invisible. I don't know what happens next. Divorce? Counseling? Maybe just breathing without feeling someone else's weight on my chest. I just know one thing, he didn't expect me to save that recording. He didn't expect me to play it. He didn't expect the silence that followed. But that silence, that was mine. For the first time in years, something belonged to me. And that feels like the beginning of something I can't name yet, but it's real. And God, Jenna, for once, it's mine.